and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2023 Mazda CX-60, and this is the Azami model, so let's check it out. Alright, before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Gosford Mazda, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you are after a CX-60 or any of the range, go and see them and let them know that Alex from AG Automotive sent you, and they will look after you. Now at the front here, you've got the big Mazda badge there, big black grille, you've got your parking sensors, and you've got this nice silver trim piece that goes around the grille there, and the front bumper's got some black trim pieces just to break it up, and then you've got your LED daytime running lights and headlights there as well. So what are your thoughts on the CX-60? Have you got one of these? Have you got a lower spec model, or have you got one on order? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the CX-60 are 20-inch wheels, and they're silver and black trim, and they've got like a fan blade design, which I think suits the car really nicely. You've got the PHEV surrounded by some silver trim. You've got the side camera, because it's 360 cameras, and you can see you've got the sunroof over there as well. So we come around to the back here, you've got the Mazda badge, you've got CX-60 all-wheel drive, and then you've got E Sky Active PHEV, along with some nice silver exhaust trim pieces and a black trim piece there. And if I look in the exhaust, I can tell you that it is actually just for show. Alright, let's go and have a look inside. So inside the CX-60, now first impressions is very luxurious. So the seats, full leather seats, very, very comfortable, and you've got gold stitching all around. How cool is that? On the dash, again, gold stitching, really, really soft touch dash, soft touch door trims. You get a nice silver trim piece on the door, which is really nice. And like the steering wheel's nice to hold, full leather, and then you get a nice silver trim piece around the center console, which looks really, really nice. So to the right of the steering wheel, you do have a whole heap of buttons there. There's memory seats, you can open and close the boot, you've got the fuel door release, traction control, parking sensors, and you can turn on and off your safety features. Now steering wheel, nice to hold, and you've got some audio controls on the left and some cruise control buttons on the right. Behind there you do have paddle shifters, and then behind there on the right stalk you do have your auto headlights and your indicators, and you got auto wipers on the left stalk as well. Now under the steering wheel there you do have a electric steering wheel adjustment, so up and down and out and in works really, really well. So on the dash you've got your power and charge graph on the left there, you have your digital speedo in the middle, and then below that you do have a picture of the CX-60. And to the right, you do have your fuel gauge and your battery gauge. And then, so if you hit the info button, you got a couple of things there, like your litres per 100, kilowatt hours per 100, things like that. Your hot and cold, your safety sense, or you can have no screen come up there if you wish. So the infotainment screen, this is the updated one. I really like this. It's massive, and as you can tell, it's a bit of a step up from last week's MX-5. So you do have some information there on a few different battery monitors, vehicle status monitor, things like that. You do have FM, AM and digital radio stations there. You've got communication via Bluetooth and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's got its own navigation. I'll just show you that now. And again, you can zoom in, zoom out, very, very clear, and it's really easy to use. Now you've also got some settings that you can change a lot of different things on the screen there. So further down, we do have your dual zone climate control, and you do have heating and cooling seats and heated steering wheel, so that's a plus. You've also got your start stop button just up the top there. So further down from there, you do have a wireless phone charger, a 12-volt plug, and then behind there you've got 2 cup holders, and then we come to the gear selector P, and then when you go into R, you sort of go over to R and then back down. So the gear selector, you got P and you go R and then into D. So you sort of have to turn it to the left in order to get it going. Now you do have a My Drive, which is a drive mode system, and you can change the drive modes there. So you can go from Sport, which is my favorite, and the dash lights up red. Have a look at that, that's cool. You got normal there, and the dash changes. You've got EV, and again changes to sort of a bluey color, and then you've got off-road. So you got the 4 modes there. You do have a button you can change solely or run it solely on electricity, or you can run it off the petrol and charge the electric battery. You have a downhill descent, and you've also got a camera button, 360 camera button. I'll just go into that and show you. And you know what? It is pretty clear, actually. You can see out all sides, and it's reasonably clear, which is really good. Now, behind there, you do have this volume control knob, or iDrive, I guess you can call it, and that controls the media center, and it's very, very easy to use. Next to that is your volume knob. I'm a bit partial to those, as you know, and then you've got a couple of shortcut buttons there as well. You do have your handbrake and your auto hold next to those too. And the armrest. Very, very big armrest. You can share it with the passenger should you wish, or you can just knock them out the way and have the whole thing to yourself. And again, gold stitching around that, so very, very premium. Now, if we open them up, you get 2 USBs and an SD card slot and a little bit of space to put, you probably put a phone or a couple of phones in there. And the glove box, nice and big and roomy. You'll get your service books in there, and you'll also get a few iPads as well. And the sunroof. Now, I'll just open that up. It's a one-touch operation, and it goes back about 3/4 of the way, which is enough to get a nice bit of fresh air in there as well. And you can tilt the sunroof like that if you wish. All right, let's go and have a look in the back. So in the back of the CX-60. Now, first impressions is it's reasonably roomy back here. Now, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and if you have a look, I've got a fair bit of headroom there, which is really good. Knee room is not too bad, nearly touching the seats. Legroom and footroom aren't all that bad either, and this seat is set up for me. Now, you do get 2 ISOFIX spots, 2 there and 2 behind me, and they've continued with the gold stitching. I really like that. I think that's unreal. And the armrest, really, really soft, and you get 2 cup holders there as well. So for the rear passengers, you do get ventilation, heated seats, you get 2 USBs and a AC power supply there. You also get mat pockets there, which is really good. All right, let's go and have a look in the boot. So in the boot of the CX-60, so here we have 570 litres of boot room, and that's expandable to 1,726 litres with the rear seats down. Now you do have your 3 tether points on the back there. You've got a couple of tie-down hooks. You've got a 12-volt plug on the right and a 1,500 watt AC power supply there as well. Now if I open the carpet up, you can see that you don't actually get a spare wheel. You've got your breakdown tools at the front there. You've got your pump and gel there, and you've got an amplifier. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet of the CX-60, so here we have a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine alongside an electric motor. It's actually a plug-in hybrid, this one. And total system output is 241 kilowatts and 500 newton meters. Now the electric engine alone, electric motor alone, produces 100 kilowatts, and that's mated with a 17.8 kilowatt lithium ion battery. Now that's mated to an 8-speed automatic, and it is all-wheel drive, but it's more rear-wheel bias. And Mazda claims that the CX-60 will run 76 kilometers just on pure electricity, and the fuel consumption combined is 2.1 litres per 100 kilometers. So, not bad. All right, let's go for a drive. All right, we're just going to go for a drive in the CX-60. So vision out the front is really good straight ahead and towards the passenger side. The head-up display is really clear. Rear vision, look, it's not the greatest. You got a bit of width, but not very much depth. But you do have your parking sensors and reverse camera for that. Now, vision out the sides, yeah, not too bad all the way. And the mirrors, yeah, they're reasonably big, and they have a good field of vision out of them as well. So we're just cruising it's in EV mode actually at the moment, and it's really quiet. Can't hear much other than the road noise. It's a nice place to be, very comfortable. And even up slight inclines like we're going up now, the EV motor stays in. A lot of the time I've driven hybrid vehicles and the petrol motor's pretty much kicked in instantly, so I'm really happy that this one, it actually stays in EV mode. So what's the acceleration like from the CX-60 with both the petrol and electric motors engaged? Well, let's pop it in sport mode, get the engine going, and see how we go. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, guys, from the CX-60. Just the instant power off the line was just incredible. Wow, that is just amazing. It really, really is. And when you put your boot into it, it just wants to keep going. Wow, it's incredible. It really is. It's yeah, I wasn't expecting something this big to go that well. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.